I was talking with our friend Angela the other day, and she shared something with me that I didn't know.
What did she say?
She suffers from chronic depression. You know what else she told me?
What?
She can't remember a day in her life when it didn't occur to her at least once to kill herself.
I can't imagine living like that. Did she say anything else?
She said that most of the time she doesn't feel loved or cared about.
Well, that's probably her depression talking.
Maybe, but I think there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Well, we can ask each other anything, right?
Of course.
When was the last time you reached out to Angela?
I got an email from her the other day.
Me too. Damn, I need to respond to that. But when was the last time you initiated contact? Then how's she supposed to know you even think about her, much less love her?
She should know. I'm one of her best friends. I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but she needs to understand that I'm busy. I'm a single parent with an unruly teenager and a demanding job. She shouldn't take it so personally.
It's true that Angela can't relate to your particular lifestyle, but she has her own circumstances that drain her and limit her availability too. Everyone does. The fact is, we all choose how we spend our time and energy. Never or rarely being chosen contributes to depression, and in a person prone with mental illness, contributes to suicidal feelings.
I have a hard time knowing if someone is suicidal unless they tell me.
You're missing the point. People need to be engaged with others before the crisis hits. That can prevent, delay, or at least soften the crisis.
I agree that people need to be engaged with others and that may save lives. But it sounds like you're saying the responsibility is on the world at large to guess who might need support.
No, the suffering person definitely has the responsibility of asking for help and getting treatment, and ultimately makes a decision whether to live or die. What I'm talking about is preventing the escalation of mental illness. If the world is engaged with everyone, signs and symptoms of depression will be noticed sooner, and the person with illness will have people to turn to. Angela told me she doesn't want people to interact with her only when she's sick. She knows there's a biological component to her condition, and she takes responsibility for that by working with a psychiatrist. But she also said that when she's the only one initiating contact, it makes her feel like a burden, which triggers suicidal thoughts. When she feels acknowledged and cared about in general, it tempers her condition.
But she gets so needy, and her situation is so intense that I don't know how to respond to her. It's exhausting. And frankly, I feel bad for saying this, but the truth is that I just don't want to deal with it.
I know it can be hard sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. She needs us when she's healthy too, maybe even more than when she's sick. And you know what an awesome person she is. That's why you're her friend, right? I'm not talking about hours and hours. I mean treating her like you treat me, sending some occasional texts, commenting on our Facebook page, responding to emails. She loves a phone call every now and then. The more of us that do it, the less she'll feel the need to depend on any one person when things get hard. Identify your boundaries, talk to her about them. That's what I did. She'll respect you for it. But she needs to know we care. And the only way that's going to happen is if we invest in the relationship.
I guess it makes sense when you put it like that.
I think Angela said it best. Ongoing connections with others can serve as vaccines against suicide. If we make time to interact with people before the end might not come so soon.